What's up, y'all? Big Red here, coming at you another Fallout 76 video on the channel. Hope all the fellow ballers out there thriving and surviving in the wasteland. Appreciate all my subscribers, anybody tuning in and watching. This is going to be a little smorgasbord of things, but it's going to be a lazy heavy gunner build for full health and for bloody, based off a new newly repaired conductors mod that now works properly, and based off having a full set of limit breakers on your armor pieces. Those two things are really all you need to have a plug and play, unlimited VATs, and no hunting consumables, no farming coffee or nuka color dark, and melt and shred bosses. All the guns will be modded the same, with calibrated capacitor for extra crit damage, stinging core for extra armor penetration, reflex sight for AP cost, accelerated nozzle for the weapon speed. We'll be testing several different variants so you can decide if it's worth farming coffee. We'll have a Furious with conductors, a Furious with pinpointers. We'll have aristocrats with the same effects. We'll pair them all with full health, and then we'll go back and we'll do it with the low health too, with the low health Furious, and with the bloody Gallon Plasma, all with conductors and pinpointers, and let you just see how make your choice up, because you're a wasteland, we're just living in it, and you can decide if you want to farm coffee or do you want to go with the easy plug and play boss melting build, full health or bloody. All our buffs will be the same. Bobblehead big guns. We'll have a Test of Science 9. We'll have a Cubby Tea going, Sweet Mud Fruit Tea going. We'll have a Cooked Soft Shell Meat going for the 50 AP, Squirtle Stick for the +8 agility. And like I said, if you want limit breakers on your armor pieces, dynamic kinetic dynamo for full health, for the action points to regen for the damage taken. And other than that, it's your heavy gunner build with all your gunslinger and gorilla perks added to it. Packing light, bloody mess, better criticals. Take on for the team. Funky does +5 legendary agility on top of our 15. Alright, that's quick in a nutshell. We'll go over the build at the end of the video if you want to stick around for it, but let's get to the action. Alright, here we are. Make sure we're reloaded. Dang draw. Hard lemonade. Overdrive. Wakey, wakey, snaky, snaky. There we go. Conductors in its power, in its fullest. Look at it regening. 2388, so it is a little bit behind. 20. Now we get it with taking one for the team. We're getting 3600. That is not bad though. 3600, we're taking one for the team. Oh, we did it. With conductors, full health. We got him down before he went under. One gun army kicked in and staggered him. 51 seconds, pretty good. All right, we're clipping this in real quick. Show you, this is a full set of rejuvenators. This is before the update, what it used to do for AP regen. You can see there ain't no onslaught cards there. Fast forward all of it just to cut down time to get to the fight. Just want to show you how, you know, we used to be able to get your AP up high enough, and with Thirst Quencher and then a full set of rejuvenators, you had an interaction, it would just be like you were spamming coffee. And most of you vets probably know that, but in this case, somebody that doesn't know that, we were able to do this without conductors, because conductors was broke. That's why it makes conductors so important. See, right now it's going to start doing it. Here it goes. Now it's doing the AP regen thing, just regen and staying in VATs. That's what makes this conductors mods very valuable, important now. It's a constellation prize. We can't do those builds anymore. All right, now let's show you what a full set of rejuvenators does now. All right, here we go. Round 2. We're gonna have a Furious, same weapon, but we're gonna have pinpointers on it. All modded the same. We will have different armor. This build used to be a max AP build with rejuvenators or scanners. Got a video out on it. I'll link it to it. But we used to be able to get your AP to regen when you got it up high enough, and it worked in power armor when you have those two effects. But we're going to do this without coffee, and then we're going to do a run with coffee to have the comparison to the conductors. But just to show you, this build doesn't work anymore. But we do have conductors, so there is a compensated prize. But how much damage do we lose with the conductors? That's why we're doing these tests. So full set of rejuvenators, Vulcan, with overheaters. All the first, second, third star, are all the same. It's just the rejuvenators to the limit breakers. When you go this route, though, you will have to have vested cola nut, which is 2 points out of your endurance, but you already have 15, so it's not that big of a deal unless you want to run Revenant. And you have to invest another 5 points out of Party Boy and Happy Go Lucky, which means I had to take my legendary 5 agility and put it over in charisma, so I'll lose some of my AP pool. But other than that, the build is the same. Alright, like I said, we're not going to use any coffee. Show you what this build does now. Super color dark, hard lemonade, overdrive. What's up, Snaky Poo? And normally we would have we would run out of AP a couple of times, and then it would start to regen. It's trying to, you know, Rejuvenators is trying to. But not what it used to. Yeah, it's trying to. Look, it's doing a little bit. Look at it. It's doing a little bit. Oh, come on. I got ripped off there. I don't know what happened. I reloaded. Alright, we did all that. I'll show you that if you go for a max damage, like with pinpointers, used to, you know, you only had to worry about one consumable, like no color dark. You could use your rejuvenators, and you wouldn't have to have any coffee. But now that's not the case. You're not getting the AP to regen like it used to. So in order to make your build more efficient and not losing out in damage, the reason why you're going max damage, you're probably going to spam some coffee, and we'll show you a run right here with some coffee. Alright, here we are back. Now we're going to spam coffee. Let's see what the difference is. For now we know that rejuvenator build, I mean, like I said, it didn't do bad, but it's, you saw what it used to do. It ain't doing the same thing. But now we'll spam coffee so have a good comparison. Is it better to go with the Furious with pinpointers, with coffee, or with the conductors? Yeah, everything else is still the same. I didn't put lead belly on, so I took radical off. I had that on there earlier. Put lead belly on, so we won't take any coffee rats. Still got all our onslaught perks. Get our danger on. Still got all the same buffs. Color dark, hard lemonade, overdrive. Make sure our coffee's ready. Cause I think I've been saving up on coffee for these runs. Got him. All right, let's see what we're getting. Hello, Sneaky Poo. 25, 27, 45. Before take one for the team comes into place. Now we're getting over 4,000, 4,200 some of those crits. Well, that is insane. Will it be enough? Can we get him before he goes down? Can we get him before he goes down? Oh my God. We got him. Oh, where's he at? Come on. Man, what a ripoff. I really got him in like the 40 seconds in my book. I mean, but you saw the difference in when we spam copy with that. That's the difference. If you go for the max damage, if you go with limit breakers, still going to have to spam copy. If you try to use rejuvenators instead of limit breakers, so you can live with that if you want to live with that run without copy. It wasn't terrible, especially playing on a team. That's but you're still going to have to take Duplicolor Dark, so it won't be a really lazy build. You're still going to have to farm something, but it's still a valid build if you're going for damage. All right, let's look at what the aristocrats will do. All right, here you are with the aristocrats with the conductors. Show you just how good the Furious is. Same power armor, same buffs with the gorilla and gunslingers on there. Alright, you're reloaded. Danger off. Hard lemonade. Come on, pass well. Overdrive. 709 on the AP. Here we go. What's up, Snaky Foo? Time to pay that aristocrats. 2139, 2142. But yeah, definitely getting more damage. Obviously, but trying to be fair here. 3230. So yeah, we're definitely behind on it. Still doing good though. Still doing good. Aristocrat still did good. One gun normally does help staggering, but the time doesn't always reflect everything, because the times were the same for the Furious and for the Aristocrats, but the damage numbers were different. For the Furious, it was 2,300 and 3,600 whenever taking one for the team. Aristocrats, it was 21 and then 3,200 whenever for taking one for the team. So it did get outperformed by the Furious. All right, let's check out the pinpointers. All right, here we're back with another run using Aristocrats with the pinpointers. Everything else modded the same. We did put back on our overeaters union with limit breakers. Cut down on the consumable because I had to spam copy anyway. So in that case, and build, everything's still the same. Put a lead belly for the pipe. Still got all our gorilla and gunslinger perks. We are reloaded. Got the same buffs going. I think I still got a hard lemonade. Still got 4 minutes left on it. Alright. See what we can do. 2,500 on the crits. Now we're getting 38.52. Not bad. 3,700 crits is not bad. Not bad, not bad. 4,000 there. That's why I said time is always reflective. We got staggered, we got caught on the tail, and probably could have had a better time. But get your popcorn, get you a good snack, kick back, relax. We'll prepare them all, and away it's your wasteland, so you can make your choice how you want to play, what you want to play with. All right, here we go. It's typical Bethesda fashion, you know, things always seem a little jumbled up and not what they are or what they could be or should be. But the Furious really doesn't jump out to a great head start. Part of that is, you know, it has to build up its stacks, and the Aristocrats doesn't have an extra 50% damage, so it starts off with a little more damage, so it's able to stay competitive with the Furious, and then it gets stacks too from the onslaught mechanics. But the Furious didn't really blow out the Aristocrats. It did slightly outperform it. It out-damaged it on the damage numbers. The Furious Conductors was getting 2,300 on crits, 2,600 for take one for the team, where the Aristocrats was getting 2,100 and then 3,200 for take one for the team. So it was a couple hundred off. But when you're a couple hundred and the practicality of it, and when you get staggered, you lose your stacks, you have to start back over. So that's why the Aristocrats can stay competitive with it, because they don't lose so much damage when it gets staggered or reloads or comes out of bats. In a perfect world, with shooting on the same target and not having to come off of it, it would blow it out the water. But in events, it ain't always perfect. So, but what's curious, you know, is with the pinpointers, is that the pinpointers didn't really blow out the conductors, at least for full health it didn't. And the conductors was very competitive with the pinpointers, but if you want to go for max damage and you want to farm coffee and Nuka-Cola Dark, then by all means, you know, just go for it. Because even if you use the rejuvenators and you settle for running out AP maybe every once in a while, but using that, you're still going to have to farm Nuka-Cola Dark if you don't have to farm coffee. If you go with limit breakers with the pinpointers, then you're still going to have to farm coffee because you're going to run out of AP. So you can use conductors and have unlimited AP, and limit breakers and have unlimited crits. It just shows how valid full health lazy build is with conductors. All right. I'd like to know your thoughts, though. Did you think the Furious was going to blow out the Aristocrats? And what you think about the results? But in the meanwhile, get some popcorn, get your cold drink, and let's look into the bloody side. Now we're back as a bloody, low health, we don't call it. Same weapon, but same armor, same buffs going. But the difference is going to be is that we put on the gun, Gorilla Master and Gorilla. We got one level of dodging, concentrate fire at 3. We only have 2 of our legendary agility added to our 15 agility, giving us a base of 17, not counting the armor. Alright, make sure we're reloaded. Hard lemonade, overdrive. Now we're at 769. Sure. All right, hey Snaky Poo. So we're getting 2,600 on the crits. Another one gun army going on there. Conductor's keeping us alive. Oh, got in without it running out. Boom. Wow, 44 seconds. That's pretty good with no Revenant. You probably get it down to the 30s with Revenant with the Conductor. All right, let's see what it does with the pinpointers. Right, here we are, low health with the Furious with pinpointers on it. Everything modded the same way. Got the same buffs going, bobblehead big guns, got F.Healthvsl.Health going still for extra crit damage, heavy guns 100%. Sweet Mupper T going. AP, we still have a little bit left on our hard lemonade, I think. Or did it already run out? Yeah, we still got 4 minutes left on it. Same armor, same loadout. Alright, let's test this out. In danger all. It's a full health, did really good. Obviously, with more damage, you should do better. Try to get that quicker. Alright, what are we getting? Over 3,000, 3,200 on some of those. Now we're getting over 4,500. Dude, that's crazy. Almost got him. We got him. Ooh. Wow, 38 seconds. That is so powerful, dude. With revenue, it'd probably be 30 seconds. Hey, get your popcorn, refill your drink, get your snack. We're going to check out what the bloody variants will do with the onslaught mechanics. How far away will the will the bloody fall to the Furious as the king of the ranged weapons? Alright, here we are with the bloody, with the conductors on it. Just to give you all the comparisons. The options are out there, all modded the same way. Still got our limit breakers though, definitely think it's the way to go. Now you can't get no max AP build exactly, still got the same buff. Tesla Science 9, giving us extra crit damage. Sweet Mupper T, giving us the 50% crit damage. And still got all those gunslinger perks and everything. Alright, we're reloaded in danger all. Let's see how good we can make this bloodied. Hard lemonade. Overdrive, so 679. We're still probably gonna have to spam a stim pack. Pretty sure we're gonna spam a super stim pack. I know we are. I tried it with the +2 endurance and it didn't work. We'll get 24, 36. Stupid tail. Stupid tail. Getting good damage. Remind me it's gonna be close. And get him staggered. Yeah. Yeah, we got ripped off right there. The way he went down when we were firing on him cost us a few seconds, and the tail, stupid tail, got us a little bit off. So 48 seconds, I mean 47 seconds ain't bad, but I feel like it should have been about 45. But all right, let's do it with pinpointers. All right, here we go with the bloody pinpointers. This used to be the top range Bosskiller, but now with the Furious, we'll see how it stacks up. For your options, going low health. Same armor, same buffs going. Bobblehead big guns and Tesla Science 9. Same loadout. Alright, make sure we're reloading. Get our coffee ready. Danger on. I got a hard lemonade, so let's go. What's up, Snaky Snaky? Alright, here we are. 2,700 starting off. $2,900. Now we're getting over 4,000, 40,30. 43.70 on the crits. We can get him before a liver curt before he goes down. Where'd he go? Ah, doing that stupid thing where he disappears. What a ripoff. That should have been about like 38, 39 seconds, but let me show you the power of the onslaught mechanics even when it's not on the Furious, like with the bloody, that was still very powerful, like 39 seconds. All right, let's compare them all. Let's see who is the king. Ready, fight! All right, we got Bloody coming out, swinging out the gate, even getting ahead of Furious, because Bloody, part of its damage is based on the onslaught mechanics, but not all of it, so it's able to jump ahead. And even when you get staggered with the Furious, the Bloody is actually able to gain some ground because it's not losing so much damage whenever it gets staggered versus the Furious does. But the Furious does outperform the Bloody. The Bloody does fall to the Furious in every scale, not by a lot. It definitely kept it competitive. The Furious Conductors was getting 2,600 on the crits and 3,800 for taking one for the team, and the Bloody was getting 24 and then 3,600 for taking one for the team. So it was a couple hundred off, but like I said, when the Bloody gets staggered, he's not losing much damage, so that's why I was able to stay competitive and go back and forth with it. Now with the pinpointers, because we're getting more damage being low health, so there's more to be multiplied, it showed a bigger difference. There's about 7 second difference on the time, and the damage difference was with the pinpointers on the Furious, we're getting 3,100 on the regular crits and 4,500 on the take one for the team. That's a pretty significant difference between the 26 and the 38. So I mean, and the Bloody we're getting 2,800 and then 4,300. So those pinpointer numbers are really high, but do you want to have to do it through the trouble of farming all the consumables and farming the coffee and the new color dart to be able to have that damage, unless you're trying to do a speed run and you're trying to get a time? But if you're just playing on a team, playing with your friends, you know, conductors is really a great way to go, and really for an easy bloodied or full health build, low maintenance, still get great damage and have unlimited VAT. So get your popcorn refreshed, get your cold drink refreshed. So what you've been waiting for, full health versus bloodied with the lazy build. All right, here we go. You know, I mean, not bloody, but low health. But anyway, potato. Got low health on top, full health on bottom. And full health is not going out like a chump. It is right there going neck and neck with the low health. Even though the damage numbers were a little bit lower, but not a whole lot lower, but they were lower. For the low health, it was 2,600 with the Furious and 3,800 with take one for the team crits. And the full health was 2,300 and then 3,600 for taking one for the team. So a couple hundred off on the damage numbers. But in the practicality, like I said, it's not that far off. It was about 6 second difference, but especially if you're playing on a team, when you're playing with friends, I mean, full health is definitely a valid option, especially with the Gatling Plasma, and especially with this lazy build. Actually, with you stick around, we're about to get into the build. There are some benefits with full health with the lazy build, and I'll get into that. But in the meanwhile, if you're leaving, thanks for checking out the video, and anybody else, I'll see you in the build. All right, here we are to the build. We made it this far. Let's get right into it because I'm trying to save time. Starting with full health. We got 10 in strength, 3 in perception, 10 in endurance, 3 in charisma, 5 in intelligence, 15 in agility, remember that, and a 10 in luck. Starting off with the legendaries, you're going to need 3 cards maxed out to get the perk loadout. The perk cards that are in the loadout, an extra 15 points. Then these next 3 are going to be added on as you grow your character. If you already have them, that's great. The legendary agility is going to be added to your 15 agility, so it's going to give you a base of 20. And then if your armor has +2 agility, you're going to have a base of 30. Definitely essential, because the more AP you have, the bigger AP pool you have, the quicker your AP regens by like 5%. And conductors is not perfect. It's every other shot that it's regen and not every shot that it's hitting. And if you're getting any misses, it can drain it down. And if you have a bigger AP pool, even if it takes a second for conductors to start kicking in, you'll have more room for conductors to work. Taking one for the team is great. Multiplicative bonus we still have in the game. You definitely need it, gotta have it. It just takes your damage over the top. You saw it in the runs. Funky does, this can be replaced with sizzling stall if you're in the mines. Going against the snake, obviously you need poison resist, and if you're in a scorch beast queen, you might want to put on what rads for the radiation to get healing from that and absorb those rads. But those are some options there. Over in the build, you got all your heavy gunners maxed out. We got lock and load. If you don't have through hiker, you're gonna have to put in traveling pharmacy for the way of your chems. But if you do have through hiker in your armor pieces, you'll have 5 points freed up, and you'll be able to put lock and load. Just makes your play a little bit smoother. It does make it reload about 60%, so it is noticeable. Blocker, you're gonna need it. Everything's trying to melee you. You're in apocalypse. I mean, everything is trying to claw at you, and this right here is going to keep you alive and thriving and take 45% less damage. Concentrated fire at 3 maxed out gives us +3 damage per shot and a higher accuracy. Definitely needed in VATS, especially when fighting that snake way up there or something's far away. It's going to bring in at 95% real quick when you have it maxed out. You don't have to have it to get the VATS critical to target limbs. You only have to have your perception at 5, and you can have that with the consumable really easy. And yeah, but you need it at 3. You do definitely still get benefit for having it maxed out, for getting an extra 3% per shot. So yeah, you definitely need it. Endurance, you got 15. You got Life Giver. This is adding to our overall health by like 160. And the more health we have, the more hit points we have, the harder it is to die, the more damage we can take. So yeah, you definitely need it. It's based on your endurance. So is Iron Stomach, so is Natural Resistance, and so is Thirst Quencher, all based on your endurance. And like I said, one consumable will get us up about 26. We got increased AP based on endurance, like 130 from Thirst Quencher. Definitely essential, helps to build. Natural Resistance gives us more fire and more poison resist. Iron Stomach gives us energy and damage resist based on our endurance, makes us more tanky. Bullet Shield, because you got 500 rounds or whatever in the plasma core, you're always going to be firing, so you're always going to be having a chance, 20% chance to deflect. Very powerful card. Fireproof for tankiness, for explosions and flame attacks. Starch genes for mutations. If you don't have through hiker on your armor pieces, you're going to have through hiker right here, and it's going to cost you 2 points. But if you already have if you have through hiker on your armor pieces, then you can either put rejuvenated or you can put revenant. You want a little more damage. Those are your options there. Strange in numbers, who doesn't want everything multiplied by 25%? I mean, this makes your eagle eyes get more crit damage. It makes your food buffs have more crit damage if you're a herbivore. But if you're a carnivore, you know, it's affecting your strength and your AP buffs, which is going to give you more AP, which is going to help you stay in VATS longer and help you kill more things. So yeah, you definitely want Strange in numbers. It's the reason why playing a team makes every build more powerful. Tenderizer for more damage, great multiplier. It's been reworked, so now it's not on a time limit no more. Now you have all day in the world to sit there and shoot the same enemy, so still very powerful, great multiplier. Stabilize for armor penetration, gives 45% armor penetration, and it makes our heavy guns more accurate. Definitely need it. Batteries included for the carry weight of our ammo, definitely need it. You got Action Boy for AP regen. You got Gunslinger for 12% weak spot damage from ranged weapons. Gunslinger Expert, you get 1% range weak spot damage per onslaught stack, a max of 3 stacks. So this is helping our range damage and our weak spot damage when we're targeting those limbs, targeting those eyes, targeting those heads. And then we have our Gorilla, which is whenever we're up close, we're getting 20% range damage to close enemies. And then our Gorilla Master getting +5 range damage to close enemies per onslaught stack. So it stacks just like a Furious stacks, but only when they're up close. But when they're up close, you can get all 4 of them. But when they're away, you only get these 2 to multiply your damage. Gunfu at 1 to make your targets. I mean, be a little bit smoother whenever you're in your VATs, be a little bit more optimized. It'll be switching targets so you have to do it manually. If you're got 1 target and you don't have to worry about switching, then I would put on Pack and Light, get the little extra AP regen from it, since they reworked that too. Over in luck, we got Bloody Mess giving us 15% more damage. And who don't want to see stuff blowing a gory paste? We got better criticals giving us an extra 100% crit damage. And this is the power of the build. VATS criticals are still one of the most powerful multipliers in the game for damage. One gun army, this will stagger Earl. You've seen it stagger the Snake. It'll stagger tanky targets. The other targets are going to melt, but you need it, especially running any in-game events, any tanky targets. It'll keep them staggered and let you get free shots on them. We got Ricochet for ranged enemies, it'll get a deflect chance based on our luck, so it works along with Bullet Shield, very powerful card. 4-leaf Clover, working with Critical Savvy, we'll get a crit every other shot, every second shot with Critical Savvy, because our limit breaker allows us to get crits at where the luck is only 17, so we reduce the cost down by 50%. 4-leaf Clover, when we get a miss in VATS, the next shot will be a crit, so we can get back-to-back crits with these. Quick Hands for a free reload. And yeah, that is full health. Low health, all you have to do is take 3 points off and put it back into intelligence off of agility, and then come over here and put on Nerd Rage. And Nerd Rage is going to give you more damage, 20 more 40 damage resist, 20 damage, and 15 AP regen when below 20% health. And then we'll come over here and we'll take off Rejuvenated, and we'll put Radical, and we'll put Ghoulish. Radical for carry weight, Ghoulish to get a little bit of healing from the radiation that is all around us. And that is it. Just like that, you went to Bloody. A few cards and a few perks switched around. Alright, in the buffs. Alright, in the buffs real quick. You need Yasmin or Grandma, a Murloc Steamer, and there's a new thing off the scoreboard. Yasmin and Grandma will give you buffs like this. Age Murloc State Queen, which is going to give us 8 to our endurance when we're on a team. Also give us Cranberry Meatball Grinder, which will add to our max overall AP. Ragdas 2, which will give us energy resistance. Steep Thistle Tea, which will give us the extra crit damage. And your Tasty Squirrel Stew will give you extra AP. And the Blood Bug Pepper Steak will give you health regeneration. That's just extra on the top, icing on the cake. Murloc Steamer is going to give you carry weight, smoked fillets, Murloc Jerky, and damage resist to cook soft shell meat to 50 to your max AP. Join a team real quick. So then the next thing is off the scoreboard. It's called Critter Cooker. I think on page 4, correct me, I don't know, I'm trying to do time here, so, but it ain't too far into the scoreboard, and you get this, and it gives you a squirrel on a stick. It's like they're trying to make us carnivores. Nobody wants to make a steep tea machine, kind of like a company tea machine that will produce the steep teas for the herbivores to get the good herbivore buffs. So all we got is carnivore stuff. But it's like they just want us to be meat eaters. So you got that, then you got the Mirelurk, the Deathclaw Roaster. I mean, all we got is meat stuff. I love meat though, but I would like to have some herbivore stuff, some of those buffs. But anyway, tell Bethesda about it. We need a steep tea machine, maybe on the next scoreboard. So So those buffs that we just had, that we just got, let's just go ahead and take them as the ones that are, and that's not necessary, the ones that are needed for the build. The squirrel on a stick is going to give us 8 to our agility, which is 80 to our AP. See, I got 12. I'm going to stack them up, and you'll have more you know what to do with. That's going to give our AP, help our AP pool be high, easy to get. It's right there at your camp. Steep Thistle Tea, got it from the camp. Extra 50% crit damage from a food buff. Got to have it. I'm not even going to go into all the other buffs. You do want to raise your endurance to make you more tanky, to maximize your cards that are inside your endurance, like Iron Stomach and Life Giver and Thirst Quencher. So you do want to take a buff for that. You can also get Roasted Scorched Beach Heart, which you just got to kill a Scorched Beach, get their heart and roast it. You don't have to have the recipe. So you can go that route if you don't got Yasmin or Grandma to get the buffs from. Yeah, you also go to White Spring Refuge and get them too, to the cafeteria. Company tea, the next one, and then cooked soft shell meat. Those are all the buffs that you really need. And if you want to get more HP, cranberry meatball grinder, which I get from Yasmin or Grandma or White Springs Refuge. They're all gotten. I don't have to craft them, honey the ingredients down. Because what those do is, look at our Life Giver, 166, because we got 26 to our endurance, because we got that extra 8 coming from our food buff. Our agility's 41, which is helping our AP pool, and our Thirst Quencher is giving us 114 to our max AP. So Company Tea, Steep Thistle Tea, essential. Aged Murloc Queen Steak ain't essential, but you really want to have it to help your build perform better. Cooked soft shell meat, definitely essential, 50 to your AP, and the squirrel on a stick plus 8 to your agility. And then the cranberry meat grinder being the icing on the cake, giving us extra 100 to our max HP. Alright, all you have to have is limit breakers, really. Pull the build off for your armor and plus 2 agility. That's definitely recommended. Those two are definitely essential to really maximize to make the build work. Through hiker is optional. I do recommend it though for your loadout to make it a little bit better. But yeah, definitely limit breakers and plus 2 agility is what you need. No matter if it's Union or Vulcan, it doesn't matter. The weapon, you got to have conductors on it. You want it to be a lazy build to get the AP regen and unlimited VATs. I do recommend Furious with crit damage minus action point cost with a calibrated capacitor, rifle barrel, stinging core, reflex sight, accelerated nozzle. If you don't have accelerated nozzle, go with weapon speed on your second star. So yeah, tell me, what do you think? You think it's worth going with pinpointers, get that extra damage and having to grind and form all the coffee? Or you think it's more than okay going with the conductors, with the plug and play, with limit breakers, and just getting a little bit less damage, but still getting good damage? But I'd like to know your thoughts on it. You either go the lazy unlimited VATs build, or do you think it's worth forming the coffee to get that extra damage from pinpointers? Are you going to play full health, or are you going to play low health? Because there's definitely some advantages for full health, like you don't have to worry about spamming stim packs whenever you're going against a snake. You can stay locked in VATs and you're going to be a-okay. And you also get extra AP regen from having the kinetic dynamo on your armor piece. So yeah, I definitely think there are some advantages for full health. It was very close. The damage drop off is not that much. It's definitely one build you can play full health with. And yeah, with all that being said, let me know your thoughts about it. And this is Big Red. I hope y'all thrive and survive out there. I'll see you on the ghoul side.